Sir, I really liked it. Meanwhile it's setting, I'll just introduce myself. I'm 2K6 batch pass out BIT Mishra. My name is Somit. 2K6 I passed out in 2010. Right now I'm working as CTO at Wealthy. And my past experiences with Ola, I've worked with IBM, Hashdin, and I founded a society in college which is called Revolution, which is running successfully now. Thanks. Talk about investing. So before I start, I'd like to ask everybody, who of you are actively investing? Yeah, okay. I see very less hand, probably 3, 4. So now let's see some real numbers. So in India, I'll just compare with some numbers to see how small is the number is. So in India, the population is 1.33 billion. And around 137 million have access to Facebook, which is obviously a huge number, and it will grow looking at what retail is doing, and a lot of companies are coming and a lot of internet access is coming, so that number will grow. And what is the number of people who are investing? That is less than 10 million, which is roughly around 2% of the working population. Yeah, it's a. Okay, I'll continue. You see, a lot of people use Facebook, and the investors are very less, 2%, 10 million. So what are the problems which exist? So it's a very difficult decision to make. I mean, all of you have been through this phase, where to invest. We always want to invest. We know key investment give us a lot of money, but we are always confused where to invest. So probably we get calls from somebody close by, or we consult some relatives, or you get calls from some bank agents, which is obviously very biased, and it's a very, very irritating process. So let's say that guy calls you 10 times and you are convinced, okay, you want to invest. The moment you enter into it, you realize it's so complex. You are lost in all this paperwork, in all those documentation. Your probably photograph doesn't match. It says, "Ye to tumhare high school ka hai, to nahi chalega." So it's very complex. It's very, very messy. Okay, you did it. Actually, you invested and you moved forward. What happened post that? Post investment. So you probably have an ugly-looking dashboard where you see probably one line of what is the money you invested, where it is now, and what it might become in the future. You have no clue what to do with that money. You might want to withdraw it. You might want to keep it. You might want to move it to some other fund. You are all confused. So looking at all these problems, I mean, we are BITians, we love the word mathiao. So we are like, chodo, we don't do it. So, okay. So a lot of people think, why to put my head so much into investing, and why should even I invest and take so much pain? So here is why you should invest. So a lot of us keep our money, almost everybody keep our money in saving bank account, which gives you a 4% return annually. So it's good, 4% return, but if you see the inflation rate and the price changes due to inflation is around 8%. So at the end, you end up losing your hard-earned money, which is lying inside your saving bank account. Then talking about power of compounding. So we have been studying simple interest, compound interest, since we were in class 4th. So if you put 2 lakh rupees at a decent amount, decent interest rate, you will earn around 4.5 lakhs in 5 years. So you see it's all how simple it is. You just put your money somewhere and it's going for you. You are sitting idle and doing nothing. So you're just making your money work for you. The third is very important thing is save taxes. If you invest in right components at right places, you can earn saving around 45,000 per year in the ATC component itself. So save tax and make your money. And obviously more money. Who doesn't love more money? So what we believe at Wealthy is the investment process should be very, very simple. And let's see how we are transforming the industry. Okay. So our process is very simple. It's 30 seconds. It's advisory. Then it's registration and verification, and then the post-investment and the post-investment process. So we analyzed more than 10,000 funds, and we analyzed 10-year data of those funds, and we, depending on user input, we suggest what is best for him. So this is how our advisory look, where user gives some input to us, and we suggest the places where he should invest. The second is registration and verification. Right now the process is very, very complex. You have seen the paperwork involved and everything. So we have removed it. So you can get verified in a jiffy. Just sit in front of a webcam, take some snapshots, and you're done. And then management of the actual money. So we have a pretty looking dashboard. We are doing a lot of stuff here, where you can see the progress. You can create goals. You can see the progress of the goal. You can see how your money is growing in each of the funds. Other than what else we do on top of it is everybody loves to time the market. We want to invest when the market is really low so that we can get more returns. So we are building a very smart notification system which will tell the user when to invest. Other thing is there's a concept of called automatic, concept of rebalancing is finance, where you want to keep the same percentage in 3 different places where you have invested. So we are doing it automatically. So that's the first kind of work we are doing in India. The moment you invest, it will automatically get balanced. So this is the journey till now. We launched in mid of March. We have around 1,000 signups. We have around 150 active happy investors. And this is the biggest win. The average investment time is 1.7 minutes. Yeah, so that's it. So now right now we have 3 products. So one is the investment planning, where you can come, plan, and invest, and withdraw anytime. The other thing is tax planning, when you can come, invest, save your tax saving, ATC money, and obviously that money will grow. Third most important thing is financial education. So we talked a lot about education. So we are doing something in financial education. We are making, so we call the product as Insights by Wealthy, which is finance in easy word. So think it like Julius Caesar written by Ruskin Bond. So it's very, very simple. So a focus, approach, and team. So the focus is fully tech-based. We have automated 95% of our operations work. That's why we are very, very fast. And we will continue to, being the tech as a priority. Approach is always and will be always be finance is fun. And if you see our product and look at our product, it reflects that. Team profile, so we have an average age of about 27 years. So we think a lot like our customers. So we have a mixed bag of finance, some great technical guys, some great designers, and a lot of good product managers. We are covering a lot of places in media, and everyone talked about how simple we are. I mean, investing with Wealthy is very, very simple job. So I think I've convinced enough to make everybody start investing. I saw only 2-3 hands, and you know the power of compounding. So there's a famous quote by Oscar Wilde which says, "When I was young, I used to believe that money was the most important thing. But now I'm old, I know it is." So yeah, thanks. So you can reach me anytime at my ID, and obviously you can drop anytime at Wealthy's headquarters for a coffee. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Somit.